Welcome back, guys. As you can see, there is a new backdrop today. I'm at home. Ryan is very busy today. He regrets not to be here, but he will be back very, very shortly. We have got a new guest today, and he's known by two names, and that's Daniel Leggett. Also, as most people know him on social media, Sadmiles Club. Feel free to say hello, Daniel.
Hello, everyone. You just call me Dan, it's fine.
Just Dan, about to say you prefer Dan or Daniel, that's fantastic. So Dan is here. Dan is also, like myself, a small social media person. He is up and coming, and as you can see by what I'm wearing, and also by what's in the background of his video, and what he's wearing, the founder of sadmiles Club, a new up and coming clothing brand, which I'm very excited for him to talk to you about, and I'll let him talk all about it, because I could easily ramble on about it. I've already bought some stuff from him, obviously what I'm wearing now, the hoodie and the hat, and I bought some more bits for me and Sophie, which is coming soon. So we're just going to start with saying hello. Let us know who you are, where you're from, what you're about your personal life. Let's start with that, Dan.
Yeah. So I, Dan, and I'm now living over in Swansea in Wales, but I grew up and spent a lot of my life down in Southampton, down south. Recently moved over here for a mix of work and because I like running around Wales. It's just absolutely stunning. I'm someone that only found running though last year. I found it in April. When I was going through, my fiance had signed me up to Pause for Pregnancy for Miscarriage Association, which was like a charity fundraiser to run walk, run, jog, those sort of things for 100 kilometres for Miscarriage Association. Because at the time we had lost two babies, unfortunately, at the time. And it was just during that I just found that I enjoyed running. I could go from home to a lamppost and then a little bit further and then to my local shop and then all the way then to, I think 2 weeks into it, I signed up and did park run, and I walked and jogged my way around a park run, but I could see the progress. So it's just sort of my, how do I put it? My fitness and everything has progressed from there really to where I am now, where I go and do park runs. I'm part of the way I'm building my social media is I'm running 10 meters for every follower until 1,000 followers. So every time someone follows me on Instagram, I run a 10 meters more, and I'm now up to, I think it's 7.13 kilometers. So it's quite a lot. My legs are shot.
Oh yeah, you're getting there. I've seen we're following you through, and you are getting there. Apologies, the camera did go off, so I might just have to use the screen grab from here, from yours as well. So, but yeah, definitely, as I was saying, you started basically the same time as me, because we started at the start of April. And obviously you touched upon the reasons why, and you know what, I think it's very commendable of your missus to sign you up for something. It's very brave, because when you do that for someone that you love, it can go down one of two ways. I'm pretty sure you're maybe aware of that yourself. It can be construed quite badly, but I think she's done the right thing, and you've taken it on really well. And that challenge, the initial challenge of getting out of your own head, is massive. So doing that is very commendable, and pushing forward and moving on, doing your park runs. And like I say, you recently did a video going back to Southampton, I saw, when you went away.
We were down there,
which is awesome.
Can't miss out on my park run Saturdays.
Today, I know we've both done ours today.
Yep.
Definitely not. Today, I know we've both done ours today for the new year, for everyone that doesn't know. I won't be doing one Saturday because I've unfortunately got work. It's the only time I'm going to miss one, hopefully, this year. We'll find out, as you know, throughout the year. But, I know for yourself, it's more mental now, going out and running. It clears your head, it gets you feeling better, and it allows you to do more, I think, in your personal life as well. So that's a little bit about you, and where you're at in your journey. And you say we're into the sevens now.
Well. And you know what?
7 kilometers.
Here, let me announce something that I've been building up to, and I've been teasing on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So as we get close to 750 followers, when we hit that landmark, I am going to go and run my local park run in a blow-up dinosaur costume.
That's amazing, because you already did one with the suit, didn't you? That was quite good. I did enjoy that. Yeah.
So,
suit, tie, and Crocs, the worst shoes in the world.
God knows what I'd do for 1,000.
We can maybe revisit that when we get to it.
Maybe I'll do a blow-up dinosaur costume with a suit, tie, and Crocs on him.
Or something even crazier, mankini time.
I don't know about that. No one wants to see that.
I've seen people running some crazy stuff to be fair. But no, that's awesome. That's a last little spoiler for everybody. So Here we go, guys. Follow Dan up here. Actually, probably be up here because of his face at Sad Miles Club. Not only for this, but for the shop, which I'm going to go into now. Obviously, behind you is some bits, but also there's a nice little board that I can see. Tell us all about Sad Miles Club, where it originated, where it's come from, and the whole the precipice of it, basically. And
That likes to wear clothing with a mental health image and help support mental health. So I'm quite often buying from a local South Wales charity called Heads Above the Waves. They do a lot of those sort of clothing, things like that. So we've got Boys Get Sad too, and things like that as well.
yeah,
I found that I was really struggling to find someone that did that in the running space.
yeah,
And then in August, me and my fiance unfortunately lost our third child, and it all just something just clicked, and it all
yeah,
just came together. Of why don't I do my own um, mental health activewear brand? And that's where the idea for the Sad Miles Club came.
yeah,
Um, and since then we've gone on. So we launched in August. We've been running now for, so is that 4 months we ran for. The goal was to raise £50 for Mind, and as you can see, we smashed that. We raised
yeah,
£63 for Mind in total. Um, and not only that, through that journey, I've met some amazing people like yourself, people that have really been struggling, that have said Sad Miles Club have helped them get out and do that run, have given them a reason, and that's what I want Sad Miles Club to be. You know, if
yeah,
you look at the social media as well, it's not all just about the clothing that we do. We have
yeah,
the daily series of me running and things like that, and
yeah,
trying to help and inspire other people to run. I'm often posting motivational stuff, ideas stuff, and I've recently started the new First Mile series, which is for like new beginning runners or those that are really struggling running. Look, this is the facts. This is people's stories. Um, this is average running times. You know, not everyone runs a 20-minute 5K. You know,
no,
this is what the average is. This is a goalpost to aim for. But
yeah,
if you run whatever your pace is, it doesn't matter. You're getting out. You're putting your shoes up and getting outside. It doesn't matter if you run
yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5K. It's getting out that matters. And I just want to hopefully inspire people to get out there and run, because I find it a really good way to clear my head. And I know that other people find that as well.
yeah. Definitely. Well, like you're saying about the reason that it come about, obviously you lost your third child. I've been through a personal circumstance myself, losing that, so I know it's not easy. I know people that have suffered with that as well. And just a little moment to say to anybody that's been through such things, it never goes away. It never goes away. It's always part of you. One of my tattoos is a little star, which is my memorabilia to that situation, and you'll never forget about it. It does make you, as a person, as a couple in your case, brings you together. Something traumatic that you go through, which then leads into the mental health, which led to the aspirations that you have. And mine is a very good charity. We both know that men's mental health is up at the forefront. We talk about it a lot, but it gets a little push here and there, and it kind of floats away. Male suicide between 25 and 40 is the biggest killer of any man. So yeah, anybody out there who does resonate with this, please feel free. For me personally, my DMs are always open if anyone is struggling, and I'd rather hear people's stories than people lose their battles. This is such a great cause. That's why I'm so. You know all the time I'm tagging you all the time and stuff, and doing my little model photo shoot. Because I just said to Sophie, it was really weird that was because I just went, oh, I just want to do it and send him some photos of like what I've done, and then literally that day, I think I'd gone for a run or swimming or something, and you'd messaged me saying, oh,
Yeah,
have you got a photo? I was like, oh my god, it's like it's meant to be. You know what I mean? These kind of things, they all kind of fall together in this space, I think.
they do. That was a mad morning. That was. Oh,
Mm,
I'm going to stay in a cabin in the field for 2 days. Oh,
what should
I
I do?
want to launch a sale. I know. Let's talk to people that will look good in our merchandise, and boom,
Yeah,
I dropped you a message. So
yeah, it all works out. So
it does, yeah.
obviously with what going on, like there's a nice little map behind you. We were talking briefly before, but you were saying that that's for where you've sold. Is that correct?
That is, yeah. So
Nice.
what I like to do is, I'm someone that likes like a physical thing. Obviously, I could do a
Yeah,
digital thing. So my day job outside of this is IT, so I
yeah,
could do digital stuff like easily. I've done all the website and everything like that
yeah,
myself. And but I like to have a physical, nostalgic version. Hence why I have a chalkboard that I keep track of
yes,
all the donations that we've done to Mind, and then I have a map of all the different places. I don't because I quite often will take pictures of it. I won't go to exactly where somebody lives because
yeah,
I
of
don't want
course.
people to know that.
No,
I go to sort of a near place, and then I've
yeah,
just got it marked out all different places there. not every sale is on there because a lot of
No.
people buy in the same area, but
Yeah.
it's all it's just a nice way of tracking it. And I now have, like I said to you, I've got to buy a USA flag and a France flag because we've had sales out there, and that
It's
blows my
amazing.
mind. I'm just a tiny little guy with a little brand, and someone
Hmm.
in America went, I believe in that, and they bought
Yeah.
some of our merchandise. So
I love it.
it's
That's what it's
incredible.
about. And that's what 2026 is about, growing. Like a lot of people think, oh, it's all about likes and follows and stuff like that, but not necessarily, just people seeing stuff can get your brand out there. And like I've been saying so far, I feel really passionate about this brand. I said, I feel like this is going to be a year. I feel like it's going to take off. I feel like it's got a space.
Yep.
I feel like it's a really good space that it could just blow, and I'm really looking forward to following this journey. Obviously, we've spoke quite a lot about it, and what your aspirations are for this year, which we'll get onto in a minute. But I feel like you've got your head on your shoulders, and that these things are achievable. You
Yep.
haven't gone crazy saying, "Oh, I want to be famous," and it's not about that. It's about raising awareness, and I think that's where people get lost in the spaces that everyone wants to be. A YouTuber, everyone wants to be doing all this crazy stuff, and it's all nice to have a dream and stuff. But sometimes a realistic goal is nice. Like I've always said, I started recording my TikToks for accountability for myself, and then made a crazy decision to start a podcast, and that is literally about having everyday people have their everyday stories on it, because not everyone is going to be famous, not everyone is going to get there, but everybody has a story, and everybody has the
Yep.
right to share their story with the world. I think that's what, for me, that's what this is about. It's about a small space where people can open up, let themselves go, and if they can just affect one person or save one person, whatever it is you want to say, that makes a difference in someone's life. To me, that's a win. That's a massive win,
I
as
agree.
you're probably
Yeah.
aware.
That is it for me as well. Like with mental health, um, I see it from the other side, the supporting side,
Yeah.
and I see that the support just isn't there for it.
No.
Be it through, it just isn't the programs
Yeah.
available, the funding isn't there for it. All these different reasons just mean that there isn't enough mental health support out there.
No.
So that's the reason why I want to raise awareness through Sad Miles Club. I want to be a support. I'm always happy. My DMs are open. People want to reach out and talk to me. I'm a sociable person. I will talk back to you. It might take me a while to get back sometimes, but I will always get back and help out.
Yeah.
And then you've seen it. I preach if people are struggling, reach out to
Yeah.
someone, friends, family, or even the numbers that I quite often will share because I, with my own like when I've struggled with grief and everything like that, I'm someone that bottles it up,
Yeah. Same.
and then it will just all come out in one big ball.
Yeah.
So I know that you sometimes you do just need to step back, talk, and it will people will understand you. So
Yeah.
and I think we're in an age now as well. Obviously, it's changed from where it used to be, but I think we're
Yeah.
in an age now where people are happy to talk about it and sit down. Take a friend for a coffee, for example. It's the simplest thing to do, but you can get so much out of them.
Yeah. And I think it's still about blowing that stigmatism out the water, isn't it? And it is hard, and you were just saying then perfectly the same as me bottling up, and I blow up, and it's like it's always over something that's completely unrelated and over necessary. And it's like you blow up and you have a meltdown. And it's like, why have you just blown up over that? It's like, and you say I don't know, and then people don't understand it when you say you don't know, because sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes it's
Yep.
obvious, Sometimes you're struggling at work. Sometimes you've got stuff going on in your personal life. Sometimes it could just be you're having a rut, and you know you need these outlets. And like for you and me, running, social media, these are our outlets. And for anyone that watches, I've been through this 1,000 times. I say it 1,000 times. Just get up, get out, get up, get out. You ain't got to run. People don't like running. Go to the gym. People don't like the gym. That's fine. Go for a walk. Sometimes you don't even have to do that. Just go out
Yep.
and do something. Getting out of your house is the hardest part. Even if it's you go into your garden for some fresh air, just that five
Yep.
10 minutes, clear your head. Because the last thing you can do is, if you trap yourself in four walls, you trap yourself in your own mind, in my opinion. Because that's when your brain starts racing, and
Yep.
it can get dangerous. Um, so yeah, definitely for anyone out there listening, that's massive on my list as well as yours. Um, we'll have a quick move on to your 2026 goals, maybe. What you have for Daniel, and what you have for Sad Miles, and that'll be nice and easy for you today.
Yeah. So for me, 2026 is the year I do half marathons. I already have two booked. I'm going to be doing the London Landmarks Half Marathon, raising money for SANS, and I'm also going to be running the Cardiff Half Marathon for
Yeah,
Mind. So, yeah, big things for me. I'm someone that's before April. If I looked at fitness, I hated
yeah,
it. It wasn't for me, and
yeah.
here I am now going. I can't wait to run two half marathons, and then
Fantastic.
2027, I can't wait to run a full marathon.
Is that the game? The full marathon? Nice.
Yeah, in 2027, I'm going to go back
Yeah,
to Southampton.
Yeah.
my local where I used to grow up, and I'm going to run a full marathon there and just be like, I did it. I've done
Yeah.
that thing that I watch people do on TV, and
Yeah.
I always thought I could never do it. And you know, for me, it's just my own goal. The Sad Miles Club, it's all about growth.
Yeah.
I just want to see the brand grow. Um,
Yeah.
I set my goals up on Instagram. I would love to get the channel to 2,000 follows on Instagram,
Yeah.
whatever I can on TikTok. I'd like to partner with some more brands. I've started working with some stuff that you've probably seen in the
I
background with
have
a
seen.
couple of
Yeah.
other companies because I'm someone that believes that as a brand, you don't need to be in your own bubble. You don't need to talk to other people. These other people will help you grow, and they do. So you might see some more from that coming. And I would love to organise some group runs.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult one. I did try and do it last year, and it didn't quite work out. But I'm going to try again in
Yeah.
the spring. I'd like to just organise. Right, let's all come together. Let's go for a run. Doesn't matter about speed. Let's just
No.
chat and check in on your friends and network. This you've never met this person in your life. Let's talk about him. Now you've got a friend that you can talk about stuff with. And I think
Definitely.
when you're struggling, making friends is very hard to do. So if I
Definitely.
can do things like that, that's where I want to be. And yeah, I just want to grow Sad Miles Club. Really, I'd like to get to a
Yeah.
point where my goal with Sad Miles Club is to walk down the street one day, see someone wearing one of these, and know that I've made a difference and
Yeah.
I've helped that person. That'll, I'll retire happy then. So it's, for
That's
me,
amazing.
as long as Sad Miles Club reaches some people and it helps them, I'm happy. So
Yeah. Wicked. So obviously you talked about your half marathons. I just wanted to ask. You did mention before. When is it in April?
It's a good question. It's towards the end of April. I can't remember the exact
Yeah.
date. But it's on
That's fine.
towards the end of April.
Yeah.
I just remember that because only a week or so later, I then go on holiday. So I'm just going to be
Nice.
lying on holiday and unable to
Enjoying
move.
life. Yeah. Too
So,
right. Well, that's like because we've got our first. Yeah, I've got my first half marathon in 17 days from now. I've spent the last 6 to 8 weeks not being able to do any training really. I've had to do some swimming. We did the park run today, and it was hell on earth. So like now my new challenges. Got 17 days to try and get back to a level of if I can just do 10 to 15k running solid, have a break, and then finish it off. I'm bothered. My goal is to finish that half marathon, and we're
yep,
looking at doing one in Knutsford in March, and then it gives you something to build on. So like yourself, and then like I said, I've mentioned before, I'm looking at an triathlon this year. So, it's good to have them goals because it does keep you motivated, I think. It keeps you on track because, with Christmas just coming, everyone knows, we're filming this on the 1st of January and
yep,
I'm already ready for seeing people start was great. But I started a few days early because I had to get back into it for my own mental health, because with what's going on in my life, I've been trapped. And as you know, when you feel like that, it's horrible. It's like being a caged animal. And it's just, you feel like you can feel yourself deteriorating. And so, back on track now, back to it, and it's a good place to be. And as you said, growing up, you want to get some brands done, some ambassadors, and we've already seen a couple of people that you've done some bits with. Obviously, I won't say anything just in case it is not meant to be allowed just yet, but it's kind
I
of
think
going
it's
there.
okay. I haven't fully announced it yet because
No,
so this period of Christmas was meant to be mostly about working on Sad Miles Club, but unfortunately some
yeah,
work stuff came up, so I've been stuck with that mostly. But
yeah,
there will be some proper announcements and things, and I'm still going through it and everything because like I
yeah,
said, I haven't had a huge amount of time to work on it. The people
yeah,
that have sort of said about it, I've been in talks with them for months, and some of them are people that were one of the very first customers of Sad Miles Club, and
yeah.
the amount of support they've done for us is immense. So
It's amazing.
just made sense. It was kind of almost the
Yeah,
worst kept secret in a way.
yeah, yeah. No, I love it. But I think it's good to have stuff like that, and it's people working together. I love that idea. I love that idea because it helps build each other and it shows unity within space, which is good. Um,
I agree.
and yeah, so little bits and bobs. 2027 is looking like an interesting challenge for you. Don't forget
Yeah,
that.
it's going to be good. So
Sorted.
my mum's on. My internet is having a moment. There we go. Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
another reason for Southampton is unfortunately my mum's almost blind now. So going to
Yeah,
like a London or a Cardiff half marathon's hard for her.
too
But
much.
Southampton, she'll be able to be there and she'll be able to cheer me on, and that's just
Yeah.
gonna. Oh, I get emotional just
Oh,
thinking about it.
that's amazing. No, yeah, definitely. You want people like that to be there. That's what it's about. That's what the whole thing. Like people say, oh, you do it for like yourself and stuff, but you know, you run for them people that you care about. Like you probably
Yep.
your partner, your parents. Because
Yep.
they've seen the change. They get to see where you start and where you finish. So yeah, I fully get what you're saying about you want them to be there. Yeah, and I love that. And for me, and like, I think that we've got an up and coming friendship brewing. We do talk quite a lot outside now, and I look forward to seeing what comes in this space for you for the 2026. What I would say is, before we go, as always, I like to give people an opportunity. Is there any advice that you give to anybody, or just, it doesn't have to be running, it could be about your personal life or anything before we leave?
My main biggest bit of advice that I like to give people is, if you're struggling, just try and talk.
Yeah,
Just try and talk to someone. It's like you said, getting outside is the hardest thing. Trying to talk to someone is also the hardest thing.
yeah,
Just try and start that conversation, even if you are someone that knows someone that's struggling. Just
yeah.
try and have a conversation, or take them out to a coffee or something and start that conversation, because it can lead to much better things, and then you could be there for that person when they really need you.
Yeah, that sounds good. What I will say is, as again, guys, just up here, you will find Daniel, his sadmiles club social media post there, but also in the description of this YouTube video will be the link to the shop. We'll put down there. Obviously, go out, check it out, guys. Just had a nice sale you just missed out on. You might get lucky. There might be something coming in January. Who knows? Know when the next sale is coming. But even
It's all
so,
coming soon.
still, £1 of everything goes to Mind. Let's get that 63 up to 100 before he does his half marathons, guys. How about that? A nice little challenge for them. Other than that, it's been great having you on. Lovely to finally speak to you, like, not necessarily in person, but face to face, and hopefully some stuff coming next year. I'm also looking at maybe going out and doing some different park runs. So maybe a Cardiff park run could be on the cards.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah,
What
we'll
about
do so.
that?
I know that there is something being planned, so I will reach out to you and let you know.
Wicked. But yeah, other than that, guys, show him some love. Go and show everyone some love, and have a good, happy 2026, guys. Happy New Year. Much love and peace.